This embroidery hoop came from Michaels and I gave it a coat of white paint. And then I took this ribbon. I got this from Amazon, but you can get this at the at-home store, and I actually saw it in Hobby Lobby. It's there right now. It's a little thicker than this though. And what I'm going to do is take some scissors, and probably fabric scissors work the best, and I'm just going to start putting wavy cuts along both sides. Nothing like too crazy, but just enough to mimic a tree trunk. Now I'm going to just make enough to fit my hoop, and you can see how I kind of laid it around the hoop. I put this drop cloth in the hoop and cinched it down really tightly and put that aside. And what I'm doing now is taking some gray paint and just distressing each one of those trunks with gray followed by a little bit of white just to mute it out a little bit. I took my drop cloth out of my hoop and you can see the crease, and this is going to make it much easier for me to know where to put my branches. I'm using Aleene's tacky glue on the back side of each one of those trunks, and I'm just going to put it down on my drop cloth until I have all of them where I want them. And I made sure it was nice and dry. I slipped the smaller hoop underneath and I put the bigger one on top and cinched it down really tightly, and then cut all the excess off just like this. And I think it looks so amazing already. Now I just took a paint pen and went around each one of those trunks, and once that was all done, I took a wet baby wipe and just rubbed on all of that to blend it all in, and it does bleed onto the fabric, which is what I wanted. Next, I took this pack of birds and branches from Hobby Lobby. Today I'm going to be using the cardinal along with a branch. So for the branch, I mixed some burnt umber and gray paint together. I wanted the branch to stand out a little bit more from the tree trunks. I didn't want it all to blend in. You won't be able to see it. So I just mixed that burnt umber in. Once done, I took a paint pen and started putting some details on it so it looks more realistic, some lines, some dots, so it looks amazing like this. After that was done, I chose a spot on my hoop to put it down on, and I used hot glue. Then I started working on the cardinal. I just painted him red first, and then I just start putting the details on. Y'all, I am not an artist, so I think he turns out good, but I'm sure if you're an artist, you would do a much better job. But I just use a really thin brush to start just adding details, and I don't make you sit through the whole thing. So once I get the details done, don't worry, I'm gonna mute this all out so it just looks like some lightly colored feathers on his wings and tail. And then I just start adding the rest of the details like his eye. I put a little bit of black here and there and just go over it again with some more red. I think he turned out great. Once he was dry, I glued him to the branch, just like this. And now I'm going to work on the bow. Y'all, if you don't like bows, don't add a bow, but I like them. So I'm going to try to do them for every project if it fits. I just made a couple of loops with each piece and tied it together with another piece. Easy peasy. And I don't have tails on this bow at all. I just have the loops. I fluffed it up a little bit and put it to the top. And then I just added a simple hanger. I found another piece of ribbon that matched the rest, just a thin piece. I added that to the top, and then I'm going to put a tag on. This is a bigger tag that I actually cut down with a pair of scissors. I painted it grayish white, and after it was dry, I went around it with my black ink pad, and I took this little primitive heart and painted it red, and then glued it to my tag. And now I'm just going to glue those ends of that ribbon to the inside loop of the bow, just like this, so it's hanging down. And I think this turned out so amazing, y'all. I hope you love it, and I'm calling this piece a kiss from heaven. Hope you love that too. Have a great rest of your day. Don't forget to water the vine. I will see you soon.